Hello, good morning. How are you? I'm here to do a reading. I'm going to say it's what will happen next because that's what they're giving me. What's in store for you guys? So let's get some signifiers and some unicorn cards. That's lovely. I was just thinking about grasshoppers last night for some reason. Well, let's see what comes out. Well, we've had the same cards for a long time. So, trust in the magic. I love when that card comes out. Oh, and magic runs through you. And that playful card does keep coming out. So, I've had a lot of black crows. Actually, a couple readings ago, I talked about how I saw a dead black crow. And now we have the white crow. So, DF, you have the skunk spirit, know your worth. That's been a message coming through. It's like, know your worth. Know your worth. So, I had a really interesting breakthrough. I did a video about it on my Instagram yesterday. And it was me connecting all these dots about what I've been studying and how the emotions, your inner child, and the subconscious are all kind of one entity that has no protection. I guess I was bringing this up because of the skunk. Aww, how beautiful is that? And that the logical mind is what protects, the logical mind, the thinking mind, the ego. There's more to that. But so once you see it and understand it, it is so easy to see when people are talking from their true feelings or their true desires, or speaking from their fear, which is what the logical thinking mind is made of. And it's a lot easier to dissect your own triggers, because the triggering happens when someone penetrates the mind protection and reaches into the shadow side of the subconscious. And your ego reacts really quickly. So I'm sure this is all part of psychology, and I am very excited to learn more about it. But they want me to bring that to your attention because here the skunk spirit has its tail and its protection to facing the masculine, and the masculine is facing away from the feminine. And in between, we have this gentle touch of love. The answer you are seeking is love. So it says, you should try something new. You'll only know what that you can do something if you try. And it's got the orca, and so you have black and white here, which I think is a nod to like maybe overcoming black and white thinking. And then he has dreamed the world into being. True friends stick together no matter what. Best friends. And yeah, that's where we are starting today. So it's funny because in the masculine energy, I have found like right often before movement, there is this weird silence and almost like a moving away. And that's an interesting energy that seems to be coming through. You may feel somewhat turbulent right now. There may be something, look at that. See the black and the white birds up there? You may feel I don't know. That Nine of Swords gives me an isolation, and I think she's also laying on the ground with a pillow. And now we have the Tower. So something may be shaken up in your world a little bit. Spirit wants you to, know that you practice loving yourself. Practice, I guess that's why they had me tell you that, seeing through the fear. And there's a big indication here. If you're looking for answers, there seems to be a yes. Take the leap. This seems to indicate a new home on this card, but of course, do your due diligence, think it through, run the numbers, get inspections. I'm all for both using your intuition and using your resources, wisely. This is really about fear here. If you're facing something new and you're afraid that you're going to make a mistake, rely on your friends, rely on professionals. So there has been this big thing in the collective for a while now, and that is that part of codependency is unhooking from codependency, is learning to make decisions by yourself. So get the opinions, get the data, do the research, but then really make your decision wisely. And so we have an interesting cards there to get over the sadness of things you've missed out on. Move on from them now. It's time. Let them go. And be willing to start again. So let's look what's about to happen. Page of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. I do feel Ace energy. Okay, Ace of Swords, Two of Wands, Death, Hanged Man, Judgment, Devil, Two of Wands, Eight of Swords, Hermit, Ten of Cups in the World. So pretty strong. Oh my God. Emperor, Magician, Four of Swords, Two of Swords. We have 3 twos and an Ace of Wands coming out. 3 twos. Interesting energy here. Okay. Let me download some stuff here. I definitely feel like you will not see whatever's about to come. Now, very interesting ending. Hanged Man, Hermit, World, Ten of Cups reversed. Hermit's also reversed. So you're choosing to walk away from something here. You want to follow a higher path. They're saying self-directed. Self-directed. You're gaining a lot of clarity. I'm sure it's no coincidence that I talked about clarity over your fears in the beginning of this video. You're seeing and understanding what has held you back from moving forward for a very long time. The 2 and 3 of Wands. And I think here you're going to finish this transformation. Beautiful. Hermit again. very focused on becoming this spiritual leader. And they don't want you to take that as you're becoming a spiritual leader, like in the public eye necessarily. It's like you want to lead with this brilliance, with this intensity that only comes from integrating this healing and overcoming fears. And your masculine too is finishing this transformation. So why is there a pause and hesitation? Something has to be finished. So there once again is a feeling of grounding this heavenly energy that's flowing through you. The Hermit, though it can be an isolated energy, I see it here more as planting your wisdom to grow into something very strong. When we come to the edge, for me, it's like this leading edge of growth, right? Abraham Hicks always talks about being on the leading edge. And that means that you can't really look around and see what other people are doing and be like, okay, I'll do that too. Because no one else is doing it like you. No one else is on that leading edge next to you. There's really a feeling here of leadership around getting your stuff together, making the decisions that have been a long time coming. It's like enough with the planning, enough with the dreaming, enough with the delays, enough with the self-sabotage. Look at the burden card fell out. I'm going to put it back because we've had it the last 2 days, but you want to move forward. And I do think it's like you are realizing that you're not a burden to anyone. A lot of the same cards yesterday, and there's change for sure. Look at that. See, I said exactly that. You can't compare yourself to anybody. So it's funny because usually, look at that. That's exactly what I was talking about. You're going to master the fear of your mind and everything, and you're going to trust, and everything's going, and we have Fool again. Everything's going to speed up for you very quickly. Like you're going to understand what's been holding you back, and you're going to see right through it. And the masculine is too. I think there was a lot of, we also had the 8 of Swords here. There was a lot of mind traps. A lot of things you were thinking that, and the Pisces energy just came out. And I think this will happen as we go into Pisces season, which is not very far away. So they are bringing up that February 29th this year is a leap year. That is a special day for quantum jumping. I don't know what to say. Libra, Owl. Owl's been coming through very strongly. Sagittarius. Something is telling me to talk to you. Be resilient. You may be facing challenge, exhaustion, or obstacles. Cultivating resiliency, determination, and fortitude will help you achieve your goals. I feel stupid for running. Hurting you hurt me more than I ever thought it would. Violet flame has been coming through a lot. Bring it into form and then go for it. That's lovely. I miss your smell. There's an emphasis here on your similarities. And the wisdom that's they're showing me like two people and then that third entity, right, where they overlap, that Venn diagram. It's kind of like this. They're showing me like what's created between you is this beautiful star energy. And I feel like it's giving you guys a lot of hope in a way. About love. Let's see what these cards say. Sometimes I feel like I say so much and sometimes I feel like I'm saying like absolutely nothing. It's so weird. Okay. Our handy butterfly. Oh, look at a snake is on the bottom. Oh, how I wish that wasn't there. Because it all appears to be very good. But there is this one hidden thing. There's a hidden thing that you have to deal with. Let's see if we can find out what it is. Spirit, would you like to reveal what this hidden thing is here that needs to be dealt with? There's still a fear. I feel like I say this in every reading. You're going to have to work on your trust, especially trusting yourself. I think this is what this is all leading back to. Your ability to make decisions, and they're saying it in a really important way. The right decision for you at that time. Does that mean that's going to be the right decision forever, or you'll never make a mistake? No, it does not mean that. There's a fear here of making mistakes and trying to prevent that by not moving, by not doing anything, by not... I can see by the Page of Pentacles that it's you're in very careful energy. Keepers of the Earth. Grandmother of Jesus. Break the chain. Take a break. That was in reverse. Minnetonkan. Boundaries. Crumbling. Okay, I see. Sisterhood of the Rose. Beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. Pillars of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Play, have fun, celebrate, and don't be too serious. And we did get playfulness earlier too. It was the next card in the animal deck. So, here's the thing. And I don't really love this message, but your lack of movement and your lack of decision making will not stop this tower moment from happening. whatever it is. It will not stop the crumbling that will take place. There is something here that will transform, that is outside of your control. And a lot of the fear, I think, that's going on is the fact that you're aware that something will change. For some of you, look at codependency. For some of you, it is that you or your person are in a marriage that will come to an end, if that's your choosing, and or some kind of family structure will dissolve in the way that it's in its current form. Some of you have a real fear that the masculine won't choose you again. And you certainly can go through that cycle again if that's something you've gone through and you hold that same vibration. And the only way out of that is choosing yourself. And that's what this entire reading is really about. You really have to choose yourself, and you really can't keep delaying to make the perfect decision when he comes back, because that won't lead you to that end. I feel like some of you are waiting for a reconciliation and the right circumstances. For it to be safe. And like, there's a big thing with the masculines that they constantly kind of default to the universe. And it's like, when the universe gives me a sign, or when my spouse leaves me, or when the children are X years old, or I get a promotion, whatever it is. This seems to be a kind of way to default their decision making. And I feel like for a lot of you, that's going on right now. And the universe wants you to really be the leader of your own life and make your own decisions. And it's not, I don't like saying that, and I shouldn't have said it that way, but like the universe doesn't have a will for you. But this is what you're learning on this journey, is that to have a new paradigm, we have to crumble the old paradigm. And that means that the way that we've been codependent in relationships has to change. And we need interdependence. We need both people to be in the relationship on equal footing because they want to be there. Okay, so I was going to try to make this shorter and really haven't, but I hope that's helpful. I see as you rapidly make these changes that you will make, you will master. I mean, this outcome is very beneficial. You can stay stuck as long as you want. That's your choice. It doesn't matter. Like, you can stay stuck for 3 years. You can stay stuck for 3 months. You can stay stuck for 3 days. It's all up to you and how fast you want to make this choice. And there is this thing, I was just going to talk about it and then I saw this. There is this idea that you need to leave behind that is an idea about perfectionism, that you could somehow, if you make all the right choices that the outside world approves of, you can somehow live in this fairy tale dream. And that's like fear trying to create. It's what I was talking about in the beginning. It's your fears of needing validation, trying to create something that a fear could never create. Okay? All that's going to create is a need for more validation. So your dreams can't be realized by trying to create what everyone else thinks is their dream world. I hope that came through the way that I intended it to. You know, I learned just as much from these readings, and crazy as it sounds, sometimes I listen to them back because I really don't. To channel information, I can't use my logical brain. I don't know if I should do advice today or not. I think I'm going to do one of each. I don't know why. I just don't really feel like doing it today. Because I feel like I gave you Spirit gave us a lot of, oh man, I'm sorry. A lot of stuff to chew on there. I just want to point out that you really need to grasp. And as soon as you actually grasp it, like your whole world will change. That, okay, I'm going to do one for each, I guess. The masculine's like reflection of you is so intense that the minute you decide to change, the masculine changes very soon after that. So you have Vesta, home, and that's so interesting because that Four of Wands card, for some of you, this is about moving or buying a house, because that Four of Wands card I almost never read as a home, and it was coming strongly as like either movement, like moving cities or states or countries, or our home. Your household situation is improving either through a move or healthy change in the occupants. And maybe that's part of it. Maybe you split with your roommate or your partner and you go somewhere else. Solace, bodies of water. I talked about bodies of water a lot yesterday. Spend time near water such as lake, river, ocean to recharge your batteries. So, and then in between, I'll take White Tara, sensitivity. You are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. Okay, so I'm just going to get one for you, one for him. And you can use this as your feminine, your masculine internally. Beautiful. Success. That's a lovely color combination too here. And then that's crazy. Do you see the colors? Look at that. I think he's working on his throat chakra. You seem to be working on your sacral or your solar plexus, or both. And then on the bottom we have, look at inner child in the shadow with creativity. So that was, if you haven't watched yesterday's, I would go watch that because those cards were very prominent in there. And I do feel like I just saw Mary Magdalene. No, that was Mother Mary coming through. That energy's been coming through the last like 12 hours or so. White feather. Sorry, white eagle. See? Do you see what I said with the mixing of the feminine and masculine? Now you have white eagle ancestor spirit, which is all blue. Connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed. And then they have Jawal Cool. Dharma unfolding. Remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time towards happiness. And I do think that's like exactly what Spirit was talking about. And then we have Holy Spirit, expect miracles. Remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. Earth and Water Dragon creates a foundation for new growth. A fresh start is coming and new opportunities. Nurture your ideas and harvest the abundance. And then Thor's red, black, and gold dragon protects you in times of change. In time of rapid transition and transformation, relax, you are safe. And we have, again, the Archangel Gabriel's white dragon. So you can ask that the diamond of Archangel Gabriel be placed in your chakra column, wherever Gabriel wants to place it. Okay, you have healing. Imagine yourselves and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed at this very moment. They have power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have all of the power to say no and to walk away. Bottom of the deck, soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. So that's a belief in yourself, I think, is what that's talking about. So I love you very much, and I hope this has brought you some clarity and helps. And you readings are open. What am I doing? Readings are open right now. I'm trying to get them done very quickly. So if you want one, they're on my Etsy, or if you want one in a couple hours, they're on my stand store. Bye for now.